Hi guys, I'm in New York City and I just had to tell you guys about the bin Laden papers that just came out. The American government telling us that, oh my God, we have found all of these papers in his compound and we needed to release them right now. Gee, I wonder why they released them now, right after the Seymour Hersh story where we found out that in fact bin Laden was not in operational control of anything because he was in essence the prisoner of the Pakistani government. He'd been in that compound and the Pakistanis knew it since 2006. Now, since the Seymour Hersh story came out, NBC News has confirmed that, and a reporter at the New York Times said she had sources telling her the same thing. So we know he was basically a prisoner of the Pakistani government. He did not have a courier. He didn't have a treasure trove of information at his compound. He was a prisoner, okay? So now what does the U.S. have to do to rebut the Seymour Hersh reporting, and the NBC and the New York Times reporting? Oh, look at all this treasure trove of information we found in his compound. And of course, the idiot media just takes the government propaganda and puts it out. I saw a CNN segment on this that went on for about 20 minutes, assuming that every single thing they were told was true. Because, well, the CIA told us, so they would never lie to us. Now, let's go over what's in it to give you a sense of what utter horseshit it is, right? So they're like, okay, no, I was just about to leave the compound. Come on, dude, you're gonna put that in the papers, like, because I was not a prisoner of Pakistan. Seymour Hersh is wrong. Oh, I had very sensitive information at the compound because I was still, and it says it in the papers, in operational control of al-Qaeda and still ordering operations. I was so dangerous. Come on, it's the most obvious propaganda I've ever seen. Look, we're not in the conspiracy world. The government doesn't lie about everything. The government's not planning to take over Jade Helm 15. The Rockefellers aren't going to kill you. But does the government, the CIA, do propaganda every once in a while for their purpose? Of course they do. This is a textbook case of it. So it was like a laundry list of the things that the American government wanted to prove. Oh, by the way, do not join the Islamic State. I am not in favor of them. Now look, al-Qaeda and the Islamic State had some degree of beef to begin with. Did they have beef back then? Maybe, because remember that we got bin Laden a while ago, right? But it's so convenient for all of a sudden now there to be a message in the world. Remember, bin Laden, the hero of the Muslim radicals, did not like Islamic State, so don't join that. There was a part about, oh, I am running out of funding. Part of Seymour Hersh's story was Saudi Arabia kept funding bin Laden, right? So they're like, no, our ally Saudi Arabia did not fund bin Laden. Everything in there was propaganda for the U.S. government that fit the agenda of the CIA perfectly. And then to spice it up, they threw in some love letters. They're like, you see, we captured real information. There was a book about Obama. Okay, now I don't know if they very carefully planted the books. I don't know if the books were real. That's not an important part of the story. But they included the love letters to make it seem more real, more human. But every single thing that they outlined in those letters and that information was textbook what the CIA wanted to prove after the Seymour Hersh story. So don't believe the hype. We're supposed to be watchdogs of the government and not buy into their propaganda unthinkingly. Be critical thinkers.